A scientific breakthrough to report tonight with a strong BC connection that redefines the term power walking. It's a relatively simple device that can harness human energy to power anything from a cell phone to a prosthetic limb. And all you have to do to generate that energy is walk. As Linda Aylesworth reports, researchers at Simon Fraser University have played a major role in this breakthrough.
Walking is an excellent way of getting from A to B. Most of us consider that to be its most useful purpose, but not Max Donnellan, who earned a PhD in the science of walking.
About 10 years ago, I came across a paper on energy harvesting, which talked about how you generate electricity from the human body and use it to power portable devices.
It was a great idea, one that Max got right to work on. In time, with the help of a few fellow researchers, he came up with this, a biomechanical energy harvester mounted on an ordinary knee brace.
And inside that there is a shaft that spins every time Mark flexes or extends his knee. So whenever he straightens his leg, it spins these gears that are in here, and then ultimately this generator.
Walking at a leisurely pace creates 5 watts of electricity, enough to power 10 cell phones. Something that would help search and rescue crews, hikers, and field workers recharge batteries in the middle of nowhere.
So if they can use their body as the grid, if they can be the juice, then they can power their devices and their batteries and recharge them rather than relying upon disposable batteries.
It's technology that could spare Canadian soldiers the burden of carrying 30 pounds of disposable batteries on their missions. It would also reduce the burden on landfills, where thousands of tons of used batteries end up each year. But those aren't the things that originally inspired Max.
There are groups of people whose lives really depend upon portable power. So in the medical field, for example, people use power-assisted prosthetic limbs or power-assisted devices that help them after stroke, or implanted power devices for pumping drugs.
Today at Simon Fraser University, the biomechanical energy harvester was unveiled to the press for the first time.
So people, you can think of them like batteries, and we store as much energy in fat as you'll find in a 1,000-kilogram battery.
News outlets around the world reported on this locally developed technology today, even though it still has a ways to go.
Of course you notice it because it's quite a bit of weight extra that you're carrying.
But not for long. In a year and a half, it will evolve into this lightweight and less cumbersome design and finally be ready for trials in the real world.
It does make me feel good to think that sometime in the hopefully near future that people will be using their own power to recharge batteries, as well as cutting down on the disposable batteries that our culture currently depends on.